Welcome back to watch us finish this small renovation project. It's for a mate of Max's, and his dad will be moving in down here, and there's only a few days left to get it all done for him. Let me tell you, it's gonna be nice and cozy once we're done. Max is too damn lazy, so he made me make this video. He says he is too busy. Then I saw Max down at the pool this afternoon sipping on a Jimmy, and he's telling me to get back to work or AI is going to take my job. Little does he know. And don't worry, Max doesn't watch the videos after they are edited. Anyway, man, if you haven't seen any videos of this job, go back to see some videos if you like. I will leave them in the comments, and you can see what we did to get to this stage. We lined most of these walls with plasterboard, but first we needed to do some framing and put a window in the back room, which were the main things. And the TV niche wall took a bit more time. There were brick columns, and it was going in and out. It was very busy, so he just framed it so. It was a straight run and thought it would be a good use of space to have at least a 42-inch TV tucked in the wall. We chased the cables down the wall. It wasn't too hard. You will see that wall in a second. It's slowly coming along. We are just doing the top coat now, then we need to come back tomorrow to sand and cornice. Now you're probably wondering why this top coat is yellow. That's because it's meant to be distinctly different from the base coats. So you know where you have been? And you can easily see you've covered your base coats because base coat doesn't sand. That's what I think anyway. The base coat is a strong, workable material designed for building up the surface around the tape, while the top coat is a finer compound made for a smooth, flawless finish ready for painting. The base coat dries darker, and the finishing compound is designed to sand more easily to a cleaner, polished look required for higher levels of finish. Let me know if you have your own idea for the different colored top coat. This top coat is called 4T made by Pro Plastic. You can't get it at Bundy's. A lot of other products tend to leave more bubbles, especially if you're going over a wall that's already been painted. Make sure you scrape down between coats. You don't want things sticking out ruining the smoothness of the final coat. Also, you don't want bits of base coat falling into the mix, which will cause scratches. Okay, when you're starting out, see how there's a good amount of compound on my blade, and just load the wall up, and then you wipe away till it's flat as possible. Then bend the side of the blade and feather the edge. Use both edges and then ever so sweetly come through the middle. If you still see lines on it, it can mean there's still too much mud on the wall, and it's not flat, so just try again. The good thing about this top coat is that it has a longer working time because it's pre-mixed, whereas the base coats are chemically setting compounds that dry quickly depending on the product you buy. See the number on the bag? That can mean 45 minutes or 60 minutes, and longer or short. You can also use an accelerant which can speed up the process. In the last video, we used some accelerant, which was in a Parmesan cheese shaker container, and people thought it was actually cheese. That might be because we put the Parmesan shaker on the thumbnail next to the yellow topping. Looks like Max is getting really desperate to get some views. That's why he clickbaited you all who are new to the channel. So if you are new, why don't you subscribe so he knows I'm doing my job? Or next video, he might use an old lady to do the voiceover. One more thing he wanted to apologize for before we started here. The electrician came and disconnected all the lights. He made a mistake here. If you're doing this, make sure you get the electrician to install plugs where every light goes, like the downlights I did here like this. Because we could have cut the holes for the lights and plugged the downlights in at the very first moment. We got the ceilings up on the first day. That way we don't have to finish the entire job in the dark. As well, you don't have to pay an electrician to come back and install them. So sorry about the bad lighting. These videos are real life work videos, and we can't always control the things around us. Anyway, we really enjoyed working here, and Max likes these kinds of jobs. It's in a really good area here close to shops and schools, and it's probably the best thing to do to this house to increase the value from a small to reasonable amount of work. What I mean is, the payoff is quite high. Pretty much double the livable floor space, which can save or earn you a good amount with the cost of living being so high. One of the biggest factors is accommodation here in Australia. Rent or a mortgage takes up a lot of people's weekly income. The government in Australia just announced that you can now buy first home with only a 5% deposit. I just read a news article on Facebook about it. It's designed to get first home buyers into their own home sooner. But the comments were pretty interesting. Mostly the fact that with a mortgage so high, repayments would be astronomical. And this article says the couple straight out of university bought a home only 5% deposit already. And the scheme hasn't even started yet. Guys, let me know in the comments if you're from Australia and how you would fix the housing crisis. Any policy that doesn't directly result in new houses won't really fix the problem. We have had so much immigration to Australia the last few years, and there aren't enough houses to go around. Not only that, energy costs are so high. Our only glass manufacturer, which makes glass for windows and houses, just closed up shop. They had been making glass for over 100 years, all due to the cost of energy, and they just couldn't compete with cheaper imports. Sadly, everything is being lost in Australia, and it's a real shame what is happening. Everything is taxed so high, the prices just keep rising, especially for building materials. The price of plasterboard keeps going up in 10% increments. Timber framing has gone up so much as well, while the quality seems to have gotten worse. As a small business, it's very expensive to operate as well. It's hard to stay compliant, and sometimes you might feel like giving up and living a simpler life out in the country and only working as much as you need to. But like a lot of people in Australia, debts and bills keep us coming back for more. So this is the TV wall that we did. It's so much better now having a straight wall. It's a bit of extra work, but people soon forget what it took to do. But what is left over is what people see. It definitely makes it worth it. In the next video, we are going to sand and put the cornice up. Then we are out of here. Back home to finish the garage renovation we just started. Max is building another kitchen, but this time it's in his garage. I wonder what his cause will be. I'm not sure you saw the kitchen he did a couple of weeks ago. Well, here it is. He framed out the bulkhead once he installed all the cabinets, then added this 4-step cornice or crown molding, whatever you want to call it, and even did a shadow bead where the cabinets met the bulkhead. And he made a video from start to finish, and I will leave a link to that as well.
And this is my home renovation video. Bedroom into a kitchen.
If you have any cool design ideas for a kitchen, make sure you let us know. But take a guess at how much this kitchen cost? Anyway, back to the video, and enjoy the rest of the video, and hopefully catch you back here next time. Max said to tell you guys, make sure you subscribe because he's saving up for some stone bench tops again. Okay, have a great day, and God bless you.